industry. Y'all fake ministry. Y'all just sin and preach. No deal, I like the breach. I call up my lawyer like, never mind. They playing with all of these this is money, but never mind. I could probably never rhyme and still be $1 million up. I only spend money on her if I know she the truth is to keep it.
Inside the show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Well, this is it, the final day of the season for teams to make trades. There could be a flurry of action as the day goes on, but before we get there, here's a recap of what went down yesterday. Starting in the AL West, the Angels went deep 4 times as they dismantled the A's 7-1. The Seattle Mariners combined for over a mind-boggling 20 hits as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers 17-9. Zach Greinke got the win, his 6th so far this year, as the Astros got past the Giants 4-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in shutouts. The Kansas City Royals sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 3-1. The Red Sox combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 5-4. The Indians put together 10 total hits as they beat the White Sox on the South Side 7-2. The Tigers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they blew out Baltimore 6-0. The Brewers knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 3-2. John Curtis pitched well, earning his 9th win of the season, helping lead the Marlins to a victory over the Yankees 6-4. The Mets totaled 11 hits as they ran over the Reds 9-3. John Lester got the W and now has 5 this year as the Nationals downed the Cubs 4-3. The Phillies hit 3 long balls as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 8-5. The Arizona Diamondbacks combined for a 4-hitter as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 6-1. Charlie Blackmon collected a total of 4 hits in the game as Colorado beat the Padres 4-3. And that's the show. The trade deadline is only hours away, so don't forget to check in tomorrow for a full recap of the day's events.
Just off the Orange Freeway, we're here live from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today, a matchup out of the American League Western Division between the Oakland A's and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Anthony Rendon, the American League's batting leader, steps into the box. Coming up next. Shohei Ohtani, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Here it comes now to Andrus. And the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1, and we are officially underway this afternoon from Angel Stadium. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
The 1-1. Skied into straightaway right. Lazara's on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Tony Kemp.
And now Tony Kemp. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. First pitch on its way.
One of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with one away.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Kemp, base runner at first with 1 out. Two and 0 now. Ready with the 2-0 pitch.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
3-0 pitch is taken, strike 1.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. First pitch on the way, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
This looks like it could be a rough one. He can't throw a strike, and it's only the first inning. I'm not sure he's going to be around here very long.
Here comes the 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Number 22.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230, 13 home runs and 47 RBIs. And this one's in the dirt. Throw to third, and he nails him at third. Great throw. Couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. More from Anaheim right after this. Chris Bassett, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. Now the 1-0.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
The 2-1 home. Popped up. And this is taken in for out number 1.
Batting second, the center fielder, Joe Adell.
Next, it'll be Joe Adell for his career in this matchup. He's gone 2 for 5. Here's the first pitch to him. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. And this one misses as well, and that pushes it to 3-1.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carried. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
And the count will be full.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Another one sent foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
In now is Anthony Rendon. He got off to a really hot start this year and currently leads the American League in batting average over the first half of the campaign.
Yeah, there's probably a handful of guys that get to enjoy the All-Star break the way he did. He was swinging such a hot bat that first half to find himself in first place in batting average. What a great start to the second half for him.
1-1 the count now. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. And with a batting average over the 400 mark over his last 10 games, it's a little scary to think that he might be getting better at the plate as the season progresses.
Yeah, you watch this guy knock the donut off the bat. He strides to the plate with nothing but confidence, and rightfully so. He's been swinging a hot bat lately. Last 10 games really has turned it up a notch.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 3-2 one more time. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So still 2 away, and Justin Upton will bat next. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
Here's Justin Upton now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And while he's had some great offensive numbers in the first half, the pace has slowed down a bit recently, hitting in the low 200s over the last 10 games.
Yeah, he struggled the last 10 games, no doubt about it, but the sample size in the first half is too big. It's only going to take one swing for him to get right back on track.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Pinder has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Now at the plate is Ramon Laureano, and he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Upton on the move, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Way to battle right there. Hey, guys, that wasn't a bad pitch. And executed off the plate. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offensive player right there. Stayed inside the baseball and was able to get a knock.
In now, Seth Brown, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Laureano ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game.
The left fielder.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 18 homers to go along with 52 RBIs. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
The 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And he got him. So a runner in scoring position with two men gone. And up next, the outfielder, Stephen Piscotty. First pitch on the way as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
A ball and two strikes now. Ready with the 1-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
In at the plate is Sean Murphy. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. He's set. Here it comes. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the A's lead it now 3-0.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
Here's Elvis Andrus now, and the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
First pitch of the AB now. In there, strike 1.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 3 runs already home here. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
3-1 to him now. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Mayfield is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 3-0 Oakland. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and striding forward the designated hitter, Adam Duvall.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
And it's fouled away. Here's the 0-1. Maybe a favorable call there, taken for a strike. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I could understand the first pitch being tough on the umpire to debate whether it was a strike or a ball, but no debating that last one. That thing was way off.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Drilled right back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Duvall on at first, nobody out. Hit sharply on the ground. Step on the bag for 1. Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play.
Good pitch on the ground ball there, and an even better job up the middle to take it himself and turn 2. Pretty smooth.
Into the box now, Jared Walsh. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. The 1-0. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Angels go quietly there. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Jaime Barria is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Jaime Barria.
Stepping up is Tony Kemp. In his career against this pitcher, he's gone 3 for 8. He also has 1 home run. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Fouled away. The 2-1. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. From the stretch. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 3-run shot to left center. Number 21 for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Boy, talk about how an inning can get away from you, right? 3-run homer already in this inning. They've yet to give up an out, and this could turn out to be one of those really ugly innings.
At the plate now Ramon Laureano.
Number 22.
As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Lifetime versus this arm. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. Swing and a little tapper. On the ground to third. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The batter, number 15.
Next up, Seth Brown. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
No balls and a strike to count. One out, nobody on. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
3 balls and 2 strikes, a full count to the A's DH.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Still only 1 out in the inning. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Next up for the A's, Chad Pinder struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Runner back safely. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Adele comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2. Next, it'll be Stephen Piscotty. His prior history versus this arm, not great. He's 1 for 8. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0. Brown leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A ball and a strike. Fouled off. Has a look, now the pitch. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Three balls and 2 strikes for Stephen Piscotty.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Now to the plate, Sean Murphy. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
The 1-0.
1-1.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
2 men are on with 2 men out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
The 3-1. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is worse than having to battle not only the hitter, but the umpire as well. He didn't get some of the calls there, but there's nothing he can do about that now. Just got to go right after the next guy.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Elvis Andrus. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And now the first pitch. Popped him up. Rendon is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. But the A's put up a 3 spot here thanks to the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the A's 6 and the Angels nothing. In now for the Angels, Kurt Suzuki. And Dero down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? This is where you take some prideful ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
First pitch on the way.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
This is in the air out to right. Piscotty's there for it. 1 down.
Batting ninth.
So here is Jack Mayfield. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball 2. I got to count 2-2.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now it's 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter. Now the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Andres to his left. He's there. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up.
Looking at this one, it's obvious he should have just hung on to it instead of throwing it to first. As it is, I think they'll score a hit and an error, and he's in scoring position.
So Joe Adele bats now as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 0-1 delivery.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Bouncer to the left side. Andrus has it. Throw on to first, and they'll escape the danger created by the error. The inning is over. Angels leave 1. They still find themselves down 6-zip. So stepping in is Tony Kemp, singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Skied into straightaway right. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. Next up is Matt Chapman. First pitch on its way. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. And he fouls this one off. 6 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another 1-2 delivery. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Stepping in now, Matt Olson, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Here comes the 1-2. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Upton retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They lead it 6-0. Leading off the inning, it'll be Anthony Rendon, and they could use a spark from him here.
Third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
First offering on its way. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. In the air, down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Next to hit, Justin Upton. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Nope, up there.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And another foul ball.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And Upton swings and misses on a good pitch, and he's set down on strikes for route number 2.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
So now to the plate, Adam Duvall. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. Angels are gone in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Taylor Cole gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. And stepping in, Ramon Laureano. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Number 22.
First pitch of the AB now.
Count 1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Here it comes. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the 1st out.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Into the box, Seth Brown. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
And look out as that one ran in and got him.
The left fielder, number 4.
Digging in will be Chad Pinder. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And it's fouled away. Brown stands at first with 1 out. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. From the stretch. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Now a throw over to first. And again a throw, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Outfielder Steven Piscotty the next to hit, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. 2-2 the count. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
At the plate, Sean Murphy, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Hit the other way out toward right field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. A's strand a couple, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Up for the Angels.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The right fielder. No more.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And that one yanked just foul. Now the pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2. Nope, inside, ball 2.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jared Walsh.
Standing in now, Jared Walsh. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Now here's a check swing. Did he go around is the question, and yes he did, says the man in blue. Strike 1. Back up the middle to second for 1. Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play.
That's a great
Now
example
batting,
there of
catcher,
why the sinker
Kurt
is such an effective pitch.
Suzuki.
The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki. Lays off 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 home. On a line, that's a base hit. So he delivers with 2 away, and the bottom of the 5th marches on.
Now batting, second baseman, Jack Mayfield.
Stepping in now, Jack Mayfield, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here it comes, 1-0.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Fouled away. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Suzuki is off at first with 2 away. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Andrus fields it cleanly. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Angels strand 1. They still find themselves down 6-0. Now at the plate, Elvis Andrus. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch on its way. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. Well, that slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
The 1-1. On the ground to the right side. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Up next.
So 1 gone for the A's in their half of the 6th, and striding toward the plate to hit next, Tony Kemp. First offering. A swing and a ground ball to third. He's got it. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Striding in is Matt Chapman. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
2-1.
1 strike, the count.
Hit back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And that leads us right to our Oakland leaderboard as we see that his season total is good for 2nd best on the club. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Matt Olsen. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
The 0-1 pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
A runner on first with 2 away. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. To the plate now, Ramon Laureano. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike one. The 1-1 home. Hit the other way out toward right field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. A's strand a couple. They lead it 6-0. Ready now for L.A. Jose Iglesias. He'll get things started here in the second half of the sixth.
Shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Here's the first pitch. As he puts it on the ground to third. Chapman's got it. And there's one away. So with one away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. Next to stand in is Joe Adell. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more. He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
And very quickly they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The
2 men are out now in the Angels' 6th. And that'll bring up Anthony Rendon. Now the first pitch. And this ball is lined into right field, and he's got himself his second hit of the afternoon. It's like magic or something. He's given up a boatload of hits, but they haven't been able to chase a runner home.
Yeah, he's got the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
Justin Upton the next to hit as he'll take a look at a sinker here. Too low for ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. One 0 count. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Angels leave one. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Seventh inning ready to roll, and standing in is the DH, Seth Brown.
Hitter, Seth Brown.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Yeah, he just wasn't on time right there. Front foot not down in time. Nothing happens before the front foot can get down.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a fourth.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Into the box, Chad Pinder. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The 2-1.
Ball 3.
1 out, nobody on. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Now batting, the right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty. And it's a strange line developing for him in this one. He's been walked several times. First offering on its way.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-1, here it is. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there, 1-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Smoked on the ground left side, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware of
Now
who's
batting,
having great seasons and who's having the tough seasons at the plate for the opposition. This guy put him in the tough season bucket, and he just gave up a knock to him.
Jose Quintana comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Jose Quintana.
At the plate now, Sean Murphy, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
I have to count 0-2.
Pinder over at second. Piscotty is over at first with 1 away. Count remains at 0-2.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
At the plate, Elvis Andrus.
He swings and lines it to left.
Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. And he's got one grateful pitcher after this one. A beautiful sliding catch for the third out. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Striding forward now is the DH, Adam Duvall. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Adam Duvall.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And he falls behind 0-2. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there.
15.
He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Standing in now, Nomar Mazara. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. Very weakly on the ground. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
3-2 pitch. Locks him up for strike 3.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Into the box now, Jared Walsh, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. Kurt Suzuki would be next. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. They still find themselves down 6-0. Now to bat, Tony Kemp grounded out in his last at-bat.
The second baseman, Tony Kemp.
First pitch on its way. The 0-1 pitch. Popped up. Rendon has a play. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Up next for Oakland.
And this will go down as an E5, as you can see the exasperation on his face. So the next to bat will be Matt Chapman. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, that's a quality take right there. He knows the pitcher's trying to get him to hit a ground ball and roll 2.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And it's 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Kemp aboard here at first with nobody out. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Set to deliver on 2-1. Matt Olson waits on deck. The 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. And it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
When a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
So now to the plate, Matt Olson. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First delivery to him. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
For most people, being down 0-1 would seem like a lot, but this guy is such a good hitter. He doesn't care going deep in the count. He's got runners on base. He has a game plan every time he comes to the plate. Let's see how this one plays out.
There's one. On to first, and they get them both.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper, 2-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
In now, Ramon Laureano, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Here's the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Iglesias is there. Throws there at first, so the error doesn't hurt him on the scoreboard as the inning is over. Nature's cleaning crew is what we'll call them. They're on the scene as this one winds down. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. J.B. Wendelken is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the
Number
8th.
57, J.B. Wendelken.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
And leading up for the Angels, the catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
From the stretch.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Matty V, what a nice performance in this one. 7 shutout innings, watching from the dugout now. Hard to believe that he could pitch any better than he did through the first 7 innings.
To the plate now, Jack Mayfield. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pinder will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, number 4.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Iglesias. His career numbers in this matchup. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. As he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. Iglesias in front, 3-1. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. Got him. Couldn't connect on the slurve that time, and that'll end it. Angels are gone in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ty Buttrey enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
31.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Seth Brown. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
No balls and 1 strike. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
The 1-1 home. Now a swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
So now to the plate, Chad Pinder, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. (2-0) the count to the A's left fielder.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Hitter's count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
Chased a bad ball up out of the zone, 2-2.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
To third. Throw on to first, 2 gone. So now into the box is Stephen Piscotty. Lifetime versus this pitcher. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball match outside.
Talk about stopping the bleeding right here. This guy has come in and just executed everything he's wanted to against this offense. Nice to settle the boys down, maybe regroup, and we can get the bats going.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. The next 3-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1-2-3 go the A's, but they're on top by a count of 6-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit.
Number 36, Yusmeiro Petit.
Stepping in once again is Joe Adell. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
First pitch of the AB now. Now some action in that Oakland bullpen as it looks like a lefty started to get it going down there. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Now here it comes. 2 balls and a strike.
I got 2-1 the count. Ball 3.
Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. Anthony Rendon waits on deck. Out of the stretch, here's his 3-1 home. And a full count now, 3-2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats. And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. Now, despite the matchup against some typically formidable pitching, he has already turned in a multi-hit performance.
That's why this guy's an absolute monster. He doesn't discriminate. You put a good guy out on the mound, he finds a way to work his knocks in, and he feasts on the 3-4-5s.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Adell gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
At the plate now, Justin Upton, as he grounds one briskly to short. There is Andrus. One there, on to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games, but they got the monkey off their back here with the win, and are hoping to build on that now.
6-0 the final shutout score today. Oakland took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Chris Bassett notches his third win of the year. Shohei Ohtani only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Everybody's gotta give. Everybody's gonna lie. Everybody feels so great.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First, for the victorious Athletics, 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 12 men on base. For the Angels, no runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
That's how it is. And Primo is the feeling when this trio get down to biz. I heard you need a hit. Got the gloves, you've been all in with the slip. Shower me with love, already bathing and drip. This ain't a skip, blue chip. On the mission, been a dip. Pole position, look. Been a long time coming. Haters gon' be part time loving. Man, it's been a long time running. It don't matter, they ain't catching up at all, I promise. Been a long time coming. Haters gon' be part time loving. Putting up some all-time numbers. Make the banner, they ain't catching up at all, I promise. I ain't never frontin' for no pump fake, yeah, yeah. Everybody know y'all like the funk fake, yeah, yeah. They want sticking with me like some duct tape. Coming easy to me, do that one take, yeah, yeah. Got a mask in, where your mask is. This is really me, the captain out the bag. And long as the world's spinning on it.